Good morning. It is Vlogtober, day 7. It's 4:30 in the morning. I've been up for about half an hour, maybe just less than that. I've got up and I've filled up my water, I've got my tea, and I've filled my planner in for today. So today I'm mostly going to be catching up on the MCAL and doing some sewing. All the fabrics that I pulled yesterday, I don't know if I'll get around to the actual sewing today, but I at least want to get them cut out, ready for sewing. So minimum I want them cut out. I might get around to interfacing and might get to some sewing today, but we shall see. What else have I got today? I've got just like a couple of housework bits to do, just the usual. I've been cooking the paprikash overnight in the slow cooker and the entire house smells amazing. It's just like that nice warm spicy kind of yum yum yum. It's lovely. So I'm waiting on that cooling down. I need to get that portioned off and put into the freezer. What else have we got today? I need to do some reading for uni, and that's about it. But the MCAL is going to take up a lot of time. Some stitching, I need to do some stitching as well on my head. That's going to take up a bit of time, and this evening we'll be taking up playing Warcraft with my boyfriend. So we've got quite a lot to get through, not because it's a lot of stuff, but because the stuff is quite time consuming. So we'll see how I get on. Hopefully not too bad. I would like to get my hair done this week at some point as well because it's annoying me. But we'll see when I have time for that. And yeah, I'm going to get snuggled into my seat and get knitting, I think. I'm going to watch some more. I've got tellies behind you there. I've got some podcasts on the telly at the moment. I'm going to sit and get cracking with them. Okay, I'll speak to you in a bit. Hello. So I am running so late this morning. I ended up coming back from the school run and then I got caught up on phone calls and things. Because the plan was I was meant to come back, finish off doing my MCAL stuff for today and then start cutting fabric. However, I had a few phone calls to make, so I've come home. So I've got the dog here. I come home, I made my phone call. I mean, they were important phone calls, I had to do them. So it's not really a waste, it's just put me a little bit behind. And then, yeah, I started my period this morning and I am just drained and feeling a bit rubbish, and this is what I have to deal with now. So, since I've been up since 4ish, I have my breakfast quite early, and because I've had my breakfast quite early, it means that lunch is also quite early, so I am going to sit on here for a little bit. I've had some painkillers, I am going to eat my lunch, and what are you doing? I'm going to eat my lunch. Sorry, she's got her hand waving. Oh, right, stop it. Look at this. She likes to hold my hand. Sorry, she's been very annoying. Lilith, stop it. I can't hold your hand, I'm trying to record. Stop it. Oh my goodness. Right. So, I've got on my little table here, I've got my lunch, which is my chicken and mushrooms. I've got some of these. These are the best. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I think it's lebkuchen. I think. They're like little like spicy cakey biscuity things, and these ones have got the jam in the middle. They don't all have jam in the middle, but these ones do. And I've got my book. Books, I finished listening to Sylvanas, which was really, really, really good. I think even if you're not a Warcraft fan, the Sylvanas book would still be really, really good. And I've started listening to another Warcraft book. It's one about the last expansion, Dragonflight, because it wasn't my favourite expansion as far as storyline goes, and I think it's because I didn't like the way they told the story in the game. So I thought if I listened to the book, I might be more inclined to like it more. But also for physical books, I've started reading this one. It's called Reflections, and it's one of the Disney Twisted Tales. It's about Mulan. I mean, I've barely started it. I don't even know if you can see the bookmark in that. But I've barely started it. I've only read the first 2 chapters, and they're very short chapters. So I thought that would be a good book to have down here, because normally I read books on my phone, because I have the Kindle app on my phone. But I don't want the kids just seeing me constantly on the phone, even if I am reading a book on there, because then that lets them think it's, you know, I can't, like my youngest doesn't have a phone, but my 13-year-old does. And I can't really say to him, you can't be on your phone all the time if I'm sitting on my phone all the time, even if it is for reading. So I want them to see me reading actual physical books. So that's the plan. When I'm down here, I'm going to be reading my physical books, and I'll read on my Kindle either when the kids aren't here or when I go to bed at night. I usually read a couple of chapters on my Kindle app up there before I go to sleep. So yeah, I'm still listening to the Cinnamon Bun Bookshop, I think it's called. I don't know, it's one of the Laura Gilmore ones. It's the second one in the series, and it's just nice, easy reading. It's great just before bed because there is not much brain required. So yeah, it's just, they're nice cozy little books. I'm quite behind on where I wanted to be for my reading this year. I'd set myself a goal for 40 books on Goodreads, and I think I'm only on 25, maybe 25 or 26. So I'm a little bit behind where I should be, but I'm trying to remedy that now by trying to read a lot more. Even if they are just like short, cozy books. I mean, I don't need to be reading big, in-depth stuff all the time. Because I'm going to be doing a lot of academic reading. I have my first uni lecture tomorrow evening. So I'm going to be doing a lot of academic reading for my uni course. So pleasure reading should be something nice and chill, hopefully. So yeah, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to finish off my MCAL stuff for the day, and then I'll see what I feel like doing. I might end up just sitting here doing a bit of crocheting and a bit of knitting. Depends on how my tummy feels, because I get like really, really bad pain, and it's usually like my tummy, my back, my legs, and I'm just, ugh. But I'm sitting here all nice and cozied up with my quilt and my dog, who has actually settled down now. There you go. And I'm going to sit and catch up on some podcasts, maybe find a nice movie to watch while I work on some stuff. I think anything I'm working on is not going to be like brain stuff. I still haven't touched my hair either. It's going to end up that I'm going to have like 1,000 stitches a day to do in order to get it finished. However, it needs to be finished by the end of the year. So as long as it's done by midnight on the 31st of December. And the stitch count that I have on my app at the moment, so my hair's all over the place. The stitch count I have on the app at the moment, where I need to do, I think it's 575 stitches a day. That's to take it to be finished on the 1st of December. So I did give myself like a month of wiggle room, because obviously December is quite a busy month and I'm not going to be able to stitch every day. So, and I do have a little bit of wiggle room there. We'll see how it goes. But yes, I would like to get some stitching done. I would like to get the MCAL finished. I really want to get in and get the fabric cut, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. It depends on how much pain I'm in later on. We'll see. Have some food, save the painkillers kick in, and then we'll see. The cutting might have to wait a couple of days. Nightmare, honestly. Men don't have to deal with this. It's very unfair. Right, I'm going to go and eat my lunch and I'll be back later on. Bye. Hello. Oh, and obviously my phone immediately starts ringing. It's now Thursday. It's Thursday morning and I did not pick up the camera or anything yesterday. I literally spent all day yesterday lying on the sofa with my hot water bottle, feeling sorry for myself, or running up and down to the bathroom. Yesterday was not a good day. So I figured nobody needs to see that. Let's just have a day off. I was much the same on Tuesday night, would it have been? Shush. Sorry, I'm going to turn this down because it's very loud and annoying. And nobody needs to hear that. Okay, so Tuesday night I was the same. I recorded a bit Tuesday during the day, which you'll have already seen. And then by Tuesday night I was just like, ugh. I'm just like so drained and tired and feeling horrible. So we didn't get much done. That's going to change today though. We're actually going to do some stuff today. That being said, I'm about to go for a nap because I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning and I am exhausted. I've just had something to eat because I had my breakfast super early, so I'm having my lunch super early as well. I'm going to go and have a wee nap for an hour and then get up and get some work done. I've been working, I'm sitting at the PC at the moment. I've been doing some uni work. So when I get up, I'm going to carry on doing that because I'm a couple of days behind on that now. Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's open university, so they give you a little bit more leeway with your timing because you don't have to be at specific lecture times and things like that because you're doing it all from home. But I would like to get caught up and get working on that a little bit. I'm working on this while I'm doing my uni work. This is my Athenaeum cowl. I'm about halfway done now. And that is a test knit that I'm doing for Kelly at Road One Kids. So yeah, I'm using, I don't know if I said, I'm using Hayfield, I think it's Hayfield Bonus DK in magenta. And it's nice, lovely and soft. Nice to have next to your skin. It's a DK weight. The pattern will be in DK and in 4-ply fingering weight. So yeah, but I decided I've got that much else on at the minute that I would test the 4-ply one. And yeah, as it turns out, that is still taking me ages. Talking of taking ages, it's Thursday morning. MCAL, the new clue came out this morning. I haven't finished clue 1 yet. I also have barely picked up the camera. So yeah, I need to do a little bit of recording for where I am on clue 1. And then I need to finish clue 1 and do a little bit of recording to show you what it's like when it's finished. And then I need to start on clue 2. I did peak because I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit disheartened with clue 1. It was like, it started off fun and then it got a little bit annoying. But clue 2 looks to be much more relaxed and much more fun to knit. So I'm now excited about doing the MCAL again. I don't know, my moods just are all over the place at the minute. Hormones, wonderful. Oh, talking about me being mad at things for no reason, but there's actually a reason for this. It's not for no reason. I've had an email off my son's school. This is a bit of a PSA, in case other schools haven't been notified of this or haven't notified parents of this yet. My camera's trying to focus on my doll up there. So I had an email from the school this morning. There's a book series I got an email from primary school and from high school. There's a book series called Spy Dogs, Spy Pups and Spy Cats. Popular book series. They have them in the school libraries and they have them online, available through the school's online libraries as well. They've all been removed as of today because, you know, the links that you get in the back of the book that will take you to like the author page and things like that so you can see the different books. That link has been compromised and now leads to websites that children should never get to see. So, and it looks like they're highly illegal ones as well, because any kind of site with adult content on it, you now need to prove that you're old enough to be on it, and these are not age restricted at all, so that just makes it even worse. I don't know what is wrong with people, honestly. Like, nothing against that sort of content, as long as it's all above board and everybody's happy and everybody is consensual. But kids books, really, like, people annoy me so bad. But yeah, that's just a little PSA in case anybody like has kids that has these books at home, or nephews, nieces, friends' kids, whatever. It's Spy Dogs, Spy Cats, Spy Pups. They've all been taken out of the school system, at my kids' school at least. Yeah, hopefully none of you have had to deal with any of that, but yeah, just thought I would mention. So my plans for today, like I said, I'm going to go for a little nap, and I've just got so much to catch up on. I've still got all the fabric is sitting there waiting for me to cut. I want to get the cowl finished. I want to get part 1 of the M-cowl done and then get started on part 2. I still haven't finished the apron yet. I need to do some stitching on my head. I need to do some stitching on the witches. And tonight is a Mythic Plus night. Which is World of Warcraft. It's me and there's like a group of 5 of us. And we go off and we do like small scale group content together. However, I'm not sure if I'm going to go tonight because my tummy still hurts a lot. Right, I'm going to go, because the sooner I get napping, the sooner I get waking up again and can start with my this waking up in the middle of the night business. Like, I wake up early. I normally wake up about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning anyway. Waking up at 3 o'clock just feels like it wasn't even worth going to bed. Right, I'll be back later on, hopefully with something to show you. Bye. Okay, I have napped. I feel quite a bit better now. I slept for maybe about an hour and a half. Not too bad. I woke up because my feet were cold. So it must be starting to get a bit chilly, because I never get cold. So yeah, kids will be home from school soon, and so I'm just trying to finish an episode of Harlots, which is on Netflix. It's on, I think it's ITV3 or ITV. I don't know. It's on one of the normal channels as well, but it's now on Netflix. So I'm on episode 2, just about to finish episode 2. It's not for the faint-hearted, but it's pretty good, and the dresses are all very, very pretty. It's not the romantic Bridgerton type of period drama though. It's set in Georgian times, which was very different. But yeah, it seems to be quite good so far. So I've got my knitting, I've got my cup of tea, and yeah, I'm going to sit and watch this episode of Harlots. And then the kids will be home and I will start making dinner. I think I'm making tacos tonight. I'm not sure. I will need to check the book. So yeah, I'll be back in a bit when I've done some knitting. Hello. So it is now 9 o'clock at night on Thursday, and the dog's sitting at a weird angle with her legs, so our legs shaking like this. Why don't you move? Oh. Yeah, I've managed to not get very much done. After I spoke to you last, I finished watching the episode of Harlots and started watching a little bit the next one, and it's pretty good. I'm quite enjoying it. That's not very ladylike. I'm sorry if you heard that. I got a little bit more knitting done. Not very much, but I got a bit more done. But we only have, where's the ball? We only have that much left in the ball. So, yeah, it's just a nice little thing to do. And then what else have we done? I did make tacos for dinner. It was very, very nice. We had soft tacos. There's little soft tacos because they're easier for the kids, and I just gave them like a bowl of the taco filling and a pile of the, what are they called? The wrap things, and some veg and some cheese and things, so they could build it themselves, and they enjoyed that. It was nice. And then by the time we'd done that, the kids had game night with their dad tonight because they only see their dad every second weekend. On the weeks in between, I've set it up so that so the dog is lying down here now. I've set it up so that on the Wednesday, Thursday night in between him seeing them, they have a game night and spend a little bit of time playing games with him on the Xbox each. Just so they can spend some time doing stuff with him. And yeah, so they were doing that. So while they were doing that, I got my MCAL video edited and uploaded. And what else have I done? Not a lot really. I've done barely anything all night, it feels like. Yeah, it's the night has just flown by the time dinner's done and we've got everything done and settled, you know, and I'm still having to supervise the kids while they're doing stuff. And then I spent some time, had a little bit of a chat with my 13-year-old because he was in a bit of a mood earlier, so I had a wee chat with him and he feels a lot better going to bed now. And everything's fine. He was just, something had happened at school today and it had put him in a bit of a mood. And yeah. But he's fine now. We spoke about it. Yeah, and that's been about it. So, these. I found these as well. I was looking for something completely different because obviously I was. And I found these that I bought last year, so I'm trying not to rustle them. These little foxes. I'm going to paint these tomorrow. So there's 6 little, I don't know if you can see them properly, 6 little foxes in there. And they've got little beads and the string. And these 2 little make your own mice things. I got these last year at the range and I just never got around to making them. So I might try and get one of them done tomorrow. I really want to get these foxes painted and get them hung up because foxes are like my second favourite animal. Dragons obviously being the first. And yeah, so that'll be a nice, fun, different little thing to do. It'll give my hands a bit of a rest as well because between the MCAL and knitting on the Athenaeum, I've been doing quite a lot of knitting over the last few days and my hand is starting to hurt a little. So it'll be good to give that a bit of a break. I do want to get the Athenaeum finished tomorrow though. That's my general plans for tomorrow are going to be when I get up in the morning. What do I want to do first? Probably work on the Athenaeum in the morning, and then when it gets a bit lighter and I've got some natural light, paint the foxes. I need to get some work done on the MCAL and get some stitching done. That's going to be my main plans for tomorrow. I'm still very, very much trying to catch up from having a couple of days off. Because I have set things to do every day. I'm feeling completely discombobulated at the minute. Because I have everything written down in my planner and every night I plan what I'm going to do the next day. And then as I go through the day, I check off the list to make sure I'm getting everything done. Because otherwise I forget things. And I don't know, I'm just feeling really out of it at the minute. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because I've not been sleeping particularly well this week and I've got extra hormones, or I don't know. I'm just feeling a little bit all over the place and out of my routine. So we're going to try and get back on track with that. And yeah, see what we can get done tomorrow. I think if I give myself a couple of goals and then see where we go from there. The problem is the couple of goals that I've got, are going to take quite a long time. But I say I'm going to go to bed just now. I will get this edited and uploaded tomorrow because it's like 9:25 now and I'm really, really tired. I'm going to go to bed and read my book for half an hour. I don't have much left on the cinnamon bun bookshop, I think it's called. I don't know. It's a Laurie Gilmore book. It's got cinnamon bun something in it. I'm assuming it's a bookshop because that's where she works. But I don't have very much left on that, so I'm going to go to bed and maybe try and read some of that a little bit right before I fall asleep, because it is just nice, easy, cosy reading. Just nice for dropping off to. So yeah, Lilith is already asleep. It's bedtime, Lil. No, she did open an eye. You gonna get up? No? Okay. She goes in her crate overnight because otherwise she ends up being slightly obnoxious. The problem is, because she's a sight hound, if she sees anything outside, like a cat or a bird or a squirrel or something like that, she will just throw herself at the window. So as soon as she sees anything moving, she just throws herself at the window and tries to get to it, because she's a little psychopath. You wouldn't think it looking at her. Like, look. Look at that wee face. Right. Oh God, my tripod's been all weird now. That was a bad idea, Samantha. Okay, now we're squint, but we're just going to go with it. Right, I'm going to go and I'll get this uploaded in the morning, and then I will start a new vlog also tomorrow morning. So I will speak to you again tomorrow. Bye.